Sha'Carri Richardson, 26 years old, world champion, Olympic silver medalist. She has been counted out more times than anyone can remember. She came back every single time. Now she is coming for the one title she has never held. Sha'Carri Richardson was born on March 25, 2000 in Dallas, Texas. Her childhood was not easy. She was raised by her grandmother, Betty Harp, and an aunt. Her biological parents were not in her life. Betty Harp was her foundation, the person who showed up, believed in her, and gave her something to run toward. At David W. Carter High School in Dallas, Richardson announced herself. She won Texas state titles in the 100 and 200 meters. Her explosiveness was impossible to miss. She was compact and powerful, generating speed from the ground in a way that looked different from any other teenage sprinter in Texas. Colleges came calling. She chose Louisiana State University. What followed set the tone for everything. In 2019, as a freshman at LSU, Richardson ran 10.75 seconds in the 100 meters. That shattered the NCAA Division I collegiate record. It was the fastest time any woman in the world had run the distance in 2 years. She was 19 years old. She also won the Bowerman Award, the highest honor in all of college track and field. As a freshman, nobody does that. Nobody had ever done that quite like this. A 19-year-old from Dallas had just run with the best women on the planet and come out on top. The track world had a new name to memorize, and fast. 2 years later, everything stopped. In 2021, Richardson won the 100 meters at the United States Olympic Trials in 10.86 seconds. Tokyo was weeks away. The entire country believed she was going there to become the face of those games. Then she tested positive for THC, the active compound in cannabis. The United States Anti-Doping Agency suspended her for 1 month. That was enough. She was out of Tokyo completely. She took responsibility publicly, without excuses. She told reporters she had used the drug to cope with the sudden death of her biological mother, news that had reached her just days before she ran at the trials. She was 21 years old, grieving. Under the full weight of Olympic pressure, she made a mistake. She owned it. The Olympics went on without her. 2022 was no better. She went out in the first round of the United States National Championships and never made it to the World Championships. The brightest freshman in American collegiate sprinting history had gone completely dark, back-to-back years without reaching a global championship final. The conversation started. Had the moment passed? Was she going to be another cautionary tale? Some people were already writing the ending to a story she had not finished yet. She had one response to all of it. In 2023, she rebuilt herself completely. She ran consistently from May onward, appearing in the top 5 in the world rankings week after week, proving the 2021 and 2022 dips were not who she actually was. By July, she had won the United States National Championship in the 100 meters in 10.71 seconds, the fastest time by any woman in the world that year. She traveled to the World Athletics Championships in Budapest as the American champion, not the world favorite. Shericka Jackson of Jamaica had run 10.65 seconds during the season and was the expected gold medalist. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, one of the most decorated sprinters in history, was also in the field. This was supposed to be a Jamaican race. It almost was not a Richardson race at all. She nearly failed to advance out of the semifinal, finishing third, sneaking through as a non-automatic qualifier. She lined up in lane 9 for the final, on the outside, alone. She could not see the Jamaicans inside the curve. She ran. In the final 10 meters, she surged past everyone and crossed the line in 10.65 seconds, the fastest time in the championship's history. Jackson took silver in 10.72. Fraser-Pryce took bronze in 10.77. Richardson had beaten the 2 greatest Jamaican sprinters alive at the World Championships in her first appearance at that level, from the outermost lane on the track. She walked to the track announcer and said, "I'm here. I'm the champion. I told y'all, I'm not back. I'm better." She then won bronze in the 200 meters and anchored Team USA to gold in the 4x100 meter relay, where her individual relay split of 9.65 seconds was the fastest ever recorded in a relay leg at that point. 3 medals at 1 championship, a full statement to the entire sport. Paris 2024 was supposed to complete the story. Reigning world champion, Olympic debut. She had run 10.71 seconds at the United States Olympic Trials, the fastest time any woman in the world had run that year. She was the favorite going in. The fairy tale arc felt inevitable. Then the rain came. Then Julien Alfred ran the race of her life. The sprinter from St. Lucia, an island of just 180,000 people, launched off the blocks in 0.144 seconds. Richardson's reaction time was 0.221. Alfred never looked back. She crossed in 10.72 seconds, giving St. Lucia its first Olympic medal in any sport ever. Richardson finished in 10.87 seconds. Silver, a slow start on a wet track and no way to chase down a gap that large. She did not leave Paris without gold. 4 days later, Team USA received the relay baton in 4th place for the anchor leg. Richardson took it and ran through the field, past Germany, past France, past Great Britain, gold. She was crying openly during the medal ceremony. It was an Olympic gold medal in front of the world, delivered at the exact moment her team needed someone to take over and finish the job. She was that person. She always has been. 2025 tested her harder than any year before it. She finished 5th in the individual 100 meters at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. The relay gold came again. She anchored Team USA to victory once more. But in the individual event, she is defined by, 2 emerging forces had pulled clearly ahead. Olympic champion Julien Alfred and her training partner Melissa Jefferson-Wooden both outperformed her, with Jefferson-Wooden claiming the world title in Tokyo. The gap to the gold medal standard was real and visible that night. Off the track, a domestic incident in late July made global headlines and added weight to an already difficult year. She addressed it publicly, issued an apology, and sought help. She did not hide from it. Here is what matters. She has run 10.65 seconds. That was the 5th fastest time in the history of women's sprinting the day she ran it. The world record, Florence Griffith Joyner's 10.49 seconds, set in 1988, is the ceiling. She is exactly 16/100ths of a second away from immortality. Richardson's mechanics are built for speed that her results have not fully unlocked yet. Standing 5 feet 1 inch tall, she generates ground force from a low center of gravity that taller sprinters simply cannot copy. She enters races with her body relaxed, almost never tense, and her acceleration in the final 20 meters of a race is historically rare. Her coach has built a multi-year plan around peaking at the right moments, and every major performance of Richardson's career has come when that plan was executed without disruption. The physical tools for something bigger are present. She is 26 years old. Female sprinters routinely reach their absolute peak between 26 and 29. The prime years are right in front of her, not behind her. In April 2026, Richardson opened her season at Australia's Stawell Gift, a 120-meter grass handicap race. Given 0 head start against sprinters handed up to 10 meters, she chased everyone down and won, becoming the 3rd woman in history to win from scratch. Clocking 13.15 seconds, she told reporters it reminded her what the sport feels like at its most basic: love, respect, and fun, like being a kid playing tag.